Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to another video. So I know we're all super hyped for Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 3 tonight, but we've got some new information that's come out for The Mandalorian season 3, and I didn't want to wait another second to share it with you. So before we get into it guys, I just want to reiterate something I said earlier in my Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 3 premiere video. This episode is a real turning point for the series and the return of Darth Vader himself. We know from the leaks and the rumors that Kenobi is going to face off against Vader twice in the second half of the show. Could such a reunion happen as early as episode 3, or is it going to be later in the series? I guess we're about to find out, but duel or no duel, I'm super hyped for this third episode where we're going to see Darth Vader fully assembled, so look out for my full episode breakdown tomorrow. So as I said my dear friends, we have some huge details for The Mandalorian season 3. This comes courtesy of Jason at Making Star Wars, and he's shared some new information regarding Bo-Katan, Kryze and Moff Gideon. Let's dive into it, it's pretty massive. So they say the following: Bo-Katan and Moff Gideon have new armor in Star Wars The Mandalorian season 3. Old armor, sashay away. He says, up front, I want to talk about something incredible I heard for The Mandalorian's third season. In recent reports, I wrote about how Bo-Katan seems to be rising in importance, and eventually everyone seems to be united by the end of the season, including the armorer. Then the Celebration 2022 footage that leaked everywhere, we see Bo-Katan sitting on the throne on Mandalore, which means a lot less after the Night of a Thousand Tears, but it does speak to her ambitions. And I will say guys, in case you missed it, I did break down all of this footage. I gave a description shot by shot of what the attendees at the Mando Plus panel saw. It was a teaser trailer, or rather a sizzle reel for The Mandalorian season 3, and it seems as though Bo-Katan Kryze is going to be an antagonistic character. She mocks the children of the Watch in front of Mando and says to Grogu, "Did you really think your dad was the only Mandalorian?" She still very much wants to reclaim the Darksaber, and according to previous Making Star Wars leaks, she will be the Mandalore by the end of season 3. Pretty surprising stuff, but let's go on to see what else they say. I recently wrote that we would see a battle with the Mythosaur in the third season of The Mandalorian. Well, I may have something that connects to that story beat. You see, in the third season, Katie Sackhoff's Bo-Katan will wear new armor, Mythosaurian armor. They go on to say, I'm guessing after she defeats the Mythosaur, the armor must forge new gear for her from it. Perhaps she gets that new armor at the very end. I can only guess what this means for Din. Now the interesting phrasing here is Mythosaurian armor. If anyone here is familiar with the Old Republic, there is only one piece of armor that comes to mind when the term Mythosaurian armor is spoken. But I don't know if they're going to combine this with a sort of green looking armor similar to that of Boba Fett. In either case, everything, including Katie Sackhoff's own words at the Mando Plus panel, seem to be pointing at Bo-Katan's increased importance in this third season, and she's going to be very different to Din compared to season 2. At least at first, she's not going to be very friendly. On top of this Bo-Katan news, we also have an update from Moff Gideon. Now I will say my dear friends, once I cover this leak, I'm also going to share some new details from Giancarlo Esposito himself from a separate interview. But let's start with this report. Never to be undone, the dastardly Moff Gideon is ready to challenge all of his foes this season, with some new Mando style as well. Gideon too wears a black Mandalorian helmet. It has horns on top like the armorer, but has the classic T-shaped visor. The helmet matches the outfit we've already seen him in. And this description matches some of the concept art for Moff Gideon wearing a helmet, and the biggest question is, well, why would he be wearing this? Because simply put, he loves to appropriate and steal from the Mandalorian cultures. That much is clear when he stole the Darksaber from Bo-Katan, and it seems like he's not done terrorizing Mandalore. And a second question, a follow-up to this, is how is he going to escape New Republic prison? In either case, Giancarlo Esposito said he will, and in his most recent interview after Celebration, he also teased some more dangerous Imperial remnants. He's not the only one out there, and his words could even hint towards a bigger bad. Not necessarily Grand Admiral Thrawn, he's already confirmed to have different motives and will appear in the Ahsoka series, but maybe other Imperials. In his own words, Esposito says that Gideon will bring all of the other quote wardens of the Empire to join him and convince them that his way would be the best to bring the Empire back. The only problem is, the others who might join want to quote own the company themselves, and he hints that this is what's in the cards for season 3. Both Bespin Bulletin and Making Star Wars have said that season 3 is going to continue the Imperial Remnant subplot, and that could also mean the cloning side of things. It appears as though there will be tensions with other factions of the Remnant who might not agree with Gideon/Pershing's methods, and this power struggle might signal bad news for the faction that ends up losing, and the victors are going to be the ones that mark the beginning of the rise of the First Order. The question is Gideon strong enough? And who are the other Imperials out there with different motives and a stronger iron fist on how they want to rule the galaxy? Ever since season 1, there have been hints that Gideon is just one of several Imperial remnants out there who want to win power back for the Empire. Gideon's faction is going the cloning route to create a being with a high M count to be the host of Palpatine's essence. Their goal, in Gideon's own words, is to quote, bring order back to the galaxy, as he tells Din Djarin in season 2, but other Imperials out there might have other ideas in mind. But as Giancarlo Esposito said in the past, seasons 3 and even 4 are where we're finally going to get answers about Gideon's past, his motives, and even his future. There are so many unanswered questions. But going back to the Making Star Wars leak, it's very clear he's still obsessed with the Mandalorian culture and the power that he wants from it. We've not seen the last of him in Din Djarin's story, so it's going to be really interesting how it all plays out. Now, this is not the only report that Making Star Wars have for us today. In fact, they posted a massive rumor, and I say rumor with a capital R, so take it with a grain of salt, regarding who might be playing Ezra in Star Wars Ahsoka. We've gone back and forth with people like Mena Massoud, who seem to hint then retract any clues that they could be playing Ezra Bridger. Well, according to Making Star Wars, there's a new name. I'm not too sure about this one, my dear friends, and again, even they're not sure, so this is no kind of scoop, just a rumor. But let's get into it. So they were called up by their source to meet at their spot, and Jason at Making Star Wars was super excited because in his own words, it means one thing, big news. But when they got there, their source was quick and massively helpful, while at the same time being somewhat unhelpful. He was kind of asked to read between the lines. He was shown a video of an actor wearing orange. Jason says, I think I know who that is. But the video keeps playing and someone calls the actor Yuvan. And when he asks his source, is this Ezra? He replies, yeah, that's the actor who's playing him. Now the best guess is that this is an actor called Yuvan Satai from India. But they do make it very clear in the report it could be a different Yuvan. But remember guys, it's just a rumor. Nothing is confirmed whatsoever and it's still a mystery. He's running this as a rumor because there's no other source at this point who can confirm this. In my mind, Mena Massoud is the perfect Ezra Bridger, and even at Celebration, he was dropping hints here and there and being very sly on Twitter. It's still very unclear, and as many people have stated, we don't even know if Ezra is going to be in the first season. Remember, it's Ahsoka and Sabine searching the galaxy for Thrawn and their friend Ezra Bridger. But if anything, he's going to appear in the season finale or in the second season, and Dave Filoni at Star Wars Celebration dropped a big hint, saying simply that Ezra Bridger is very, very far away, so it may not be straight away, and it could be a while till we get confirmation of who's playing Ezra. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What do you make of all of this news, all of these new details? I'm curious to see what you think. If you enjoyed this one, guys, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, and also be sure to subscribe for more. My Kenobi breakdown is going to come out once episode 3 drops, but until the next one, guys, may the Force be with you always. I'm Star Wars Meg. Have a good one.